got a white light traversal scenario over there. So yeah, there's a couple of alternative acceptable scenarios here. By acceptable, I mean acceptable, of course, to Tarquin's knightly honour. In whose service he was as a Knight of Carim, I do not know. Possibly not someone particularly honourable. But maybe he's picked up the Astoran aesthetic somehow. Which seems to be more about, I don't know, pride, trying to help people, jolly cooperation and all that. And more in tune with what you would think of as a knightly ideal if you read a lot of medieval fantasy and Regency romance. I've actually read every book by Georgette Heyer. My mother owned the whole set, and a lot of them are quite good. I like the detective stories. And the historical battle things, those are crazy. Okay, so this is actually the same area I was in before. Bit of a wash then, as it were. You don't want to brute force your way past these, unless they get really powerful, I guess. What is this? Okay, I'll take it. I need titanite chunks. Eventually I will need slabs, but right now I need chunks. I am going to need these guys to blow as many chunks as possible. There's another Dark Wraith here. Dark Wraith alleged. I wonder why I can't backstab them. Is it because I'm using a slashing weapon which can't thrust? Is it because I'm failing to backstab them? Maybe it's the me that can't backstab them rather than they that cannot be backstabbed. I believe certain weapons are... Well, I know certain weapons are better than others for backstabbing, but I don't know if some make it flatly impossible. Oh, whoa, I was almost dead. Oh shit, this is in fact where I died. So, let's be relatively cautious. I mean, you know, as cautious as Tarquin ever gets. He puts on very heavy armor, like Ornstein's stuff. Actually, this is not very heavy armor. Havel's was heavy armor. The Black Iron Gear, which you can backstab them, because he is totally backstab. Point is, there's a degree of caution which Tarquin espouses, but it does not extend to not walking into terrifying darkness zones. What he'll do is walk in and then run the fuck out again. Holy shit. Oh no. That's right, there's a big glorpy thing in there. So, now I know why they don't respawn. Those masses, those death things, they can glorp you. They can glorp you right up. And if that happens, you won't be moving very fast. And then the ghosts will get you, and you'll be gone. It's bad. I don't even know if I can block its glorp attack. No, no, don't do that to me. Oh, wow. A series of things that should not have happened there. Probably because I was standing on the stairs. The stairs have advantages and disadvantages. So this building actually looks important. Oh! No wonder there are ghosts here. This is the ghost house. I've been there. Oh, have I been there? If I fall in there, will I die? So I might be able to draw the ghost out. Or just fight this guy, why not? I might be able to do that too. Really enjoy the range on this halberd. Yeah, this is the good way to fight them. Stay so far back that they can't hit you, but then hit them anyway. It's rude as hell. Raw as hell, possibly? It's all of those things. have been here. Oh, that's not a useful place to go. I think I'm actually near the fog door. Cool. I think I'm actually near the base of the Enigma. In fact, this might be it. The thing with the statue on it and the dome thing, the ghost dome, of which I complained so bitterly the second time I was in New Londo. So, I feel like my trajectory here is taking me towards some sort of heart of darkness. That's not meant to be a joke or a reference or anything, it's just, this is a place with a lot of evil and physical darkness in it. And I am in fact travelling inward. Oh lord, where's the Glorpa gone? Ghost. Yo. What? Did my curse wear off? Is that a thing that can happen? I suspect that it can happen, and it did happen. That explains a few things. It's just transient after all. Oh. Yes. She even dropped more curses. Yep, it did the thing. Lorp. Lorp. Presence of the ghost slightly complicates matters, but only slightly, because now... if I'd noticed that earlier, I would have had a less rough time, I think. Yes! Jagged Ghost Blade. I already had one of those, I think. Actually, I'm not sure whether I did, and if it can hurt ghosts, even without a curse, that's a good thing to have in here. Oh my god. Came out of the shadows. That was, he just totally camouflaged. Okay. That was upsetting. I was upset. But now he's probably upset, so, you know, fair enough. Now this is the lower floor of the ghost house, so they will be in all sorts of shitty directions. They will come out of the walls, again. I remember how to deal with these. Literally just hold your shield up, and bang, you get hurled backwards comically, with no actual ill effect on your hit points. I was spooked just then by cracking noises, which were happening as I moved around the place. I couldn't figure out what it was, and then I realized, bones. This place is horrible. It's full of Titanite chunks, but apart from that, it's horrible. Is there anywhere to go apart from that one exit I saw? Doesn't look like it. So if I've got my spatial acuity functioning. Oh, hang on, this is not exactly where I expected to be. I heard him. Only my ears saved me from a terrible fate there. I wouldn't want to play this game while deaf or blind. Need humanity. So, is there perhaps a boss fight in here? If so, I'd certainly like to summon someone. And I have plenty of humanity on me. What I don't have is a bonfire. So I can't go unhollow. Maybe I should explore the area a little more first. There won't be that much more to explore if I got the geography right. That bridge leads across to the Ghost Dome. Within the Ghost Dome. It's got to be where the Four Kings are sealed. There it is, the dome. You can kind of barely make it out. Okay. Let's see what's up with these ghosts. Or before I see that, let me just retrace my footsteps a little bit more to learn the path. I'm not delaying here. I mean, I am delaying, but also I want to figure out how to get back here quickly, as it's quite reasonable that that might be necessary. Okay, so there's the lake thing. No, that's not right. To get to these stairs, I came from here. Yeah, this lake thing. And I think I can get to that lake thing fairly easily from the elevator in the very first of the ghost houses. Not the big ghost house, the first ghost house. Okay, I've got it. The route is clear in my mind. I'm practically a guild freaking navigator up in this place. If one who's low on spice. It's just a door. No, it wasn't just a door. Doors stay open when you open them. I'm looking for the abyss. Has anyone seen an abyss around here? It actually looks kind of like an abyss. I mean, it's, at the very least, it's abyssal. I wonder if I could pass myself off as Ornstein, just turn up, or hey, it's me, Dragonslayer Ornstein, you know, one of Lord Gwyn's knights, you better not mess with me, because although I suspect I have no authority over you, as you are renegade undead kings who were sealed away and so on, if you mess with me, if you give me any guff, the High Lord Gwyn, who is totally right behind me and not at all vanished, will, oh no. I'm falling forever. Oh dear. I don't... It's not... Holy shit. These guys, or this guy, I mean this is just one king, I presume there are others. This is seriously unpleasant. I guess it's not really unpleasant so much as insanely dangerous. Well, oh, there's another one. I suspect there are like 2 others after this. If I don't go fast, what I'm worried about is I might end up fighting more than one of them at once. One is quite bad enough. What? Why? No, bad king. My life. You, I think, drained it, probably. Seemed like what was happening there. No. I'm actually gonna go for an unpro technique here. I'm gonna immediately hit the Estus button. Yeah, okay, it worked. I was able to shield. Oh god, there's another one. The legendary third king. Yeah, the whole thing I think is set up to make you play fast because, frankly, the melee damage they're doing is not high. Like, if you screw up and take damage, you don't die, which is quite refreshing compared to some fights. The fourth king. What's that? Right, so that's very slightly telegraphed, that move. It's not exactly... What? What? What is this? It's not something you can avoid easily, even if you know it's coming, but it is kind of conceptually possible. Okay, so this guy... Oh my god. There's a 5th king. That's manifestly unreasonable. Did I miscount the kings? Is that what happened here? Oh, oh, I see. There's a health bar at the bottom. I think there's no finite quantity of kings. Wow. That's quite something. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it again while not hollow. See if I can get a friend. Yo, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is, for some reason I've got 12 Estus flasks. That doesn't ordinarily happen. And as you can see, I've also remembered to use a Transient Curse. The bad news is, I have one more humanity than you would think I would have if I had remembered to restore it at the bonfire. I'm going to do something I don't usually do. It ruins Tarquin's mystique, but... Well, look at that. I think, I can't actually tell in the light of New Londo. Holy shit. It's so dark and terrible here, I can't actually tell if I'm a human being. No, I'm hollow. Well, I don't know why I'm hollow, but it looks like this fight will be on the same terms as the last. And in a sense, I do know why I'm hollow. It's clearly because I forgot to unhollow. I used the humanity and then just... Who knows? Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Well, looks like I'll need those 12 Estus flasks, which I somehow have. So, there were, it seemed, 5 kings. Because, I mean, there's a fixed hit point bar, right? And if you have to chew through a certain amount of hit points, and it takes a certain amount to kill one king, then the actual overall king count is going to be fixed. Now, thankfully, my familiarity with the route came in handy, as I did in fact have to run back. And I was able to get here quite quickly, but I really have some issues with the king count. I mean, yeah, 5 plus, because it's an aggregate number, right? That life bar. You could, by spreading out your damage between kings, you could actually end up fighting 6 or more of them. There would be, you wouldn't kill more than 5, I think, at any time. But there could be more than that number of separately encountered kings. So, bit of a con, I would say. Perhaps this boss should be called the Various Kings. I think I was actually able to block some of that attack, just not all of it. Also, that's an attack which had previously been... Oh shit, I thought I'd killed him. So the purple explosion attack is one of the ones I've been thinking previously was the domain of a later king. But in fact, it's something they can all do. They probably all have the same powers then. they are co-kings. This is basically a Narnia situation. Who is Aslan in this analogy? The real ruler. Oh shit. Got an extra king coming in on my 6. That is obnoxious. It's just very likely to hit me if I've been actually melee attacking, as I typically have. I have to do a lot of damage fast. While not dying. It's actually the hard bit. Yeah, it's actually not true. Not dying is the challenge in most fights, but not in this one. It really is. While going through your standard not dying routine, whatever that might be, can you additionally do a lot of damage fast. Oh crap. He's done the thing. He's taking my life. Now it's become his life, I guess. However, there isn't enough life in this town for the 5 of us. Yeah. Oh. And there's the bonfire in Anor Londo. Wow. Of course I get 4 humanities, although it should have been 5 at least. I think in that fight it might have actually only been 3 kings, since I killed them so fast. So, which doesn't make any sense. Somehow I was doing more damage to the king health bar this time round. I don't quite know. So yeah, I'm here resting at a bonfire in the Abyss. It would be irresponsible of me not to take a moment to explore this place. It's bonfire, bonfire, bonfire. I can still see it. It's okay. Tell you what though, this level must have been easy on the map makers. This is probably about as far as I want to go into the Abyss. It is beginning to live up to its name. Okay. Let's cut my winnings and not lose these 85,000 souls. I already lost quite enough souls in New Londo. I'm going to a better place. So I have this, I thought I had, yeah, bequeathed Lord Soul Shard, the 4 kings who fell to dark. Fragment of Lord Gwyn's soul. I see. Alright, it can still satiate the Lord Vessel. Why is that a thing which needs satiating? Wrong way. Although... oh, wrong way. I would like to check in with Anastasia Vestora, make sure that nobody's murdered her again. Also, I'm not going to wear this dumb ring any longer than I have to. Dumb. I do not want to traverse abysses, they suck. Hey, are you okay? Kinda need to go back down there. Wake up, dude.
No, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well and wide awake. Do not treat me like an old withering snake.
Okay.
I am. Is it
I guess I'd like to talk.
the beings who could, as the being?
Yeah, you said that no before. No guilt, no
Very
vacillation.
well. Then stay still for a moment.
So I think I said before, you won't get any vacillation. I will do this quest, but you might have to deal with some guilt. You can press start to skip that. God, he's weird. Okay. Offer souls. Well, that's burning brighter than it did before. Is this in fact going to put the fire back together? Because if I remember the start of the game, the Age of Ancients ended with the fire, and people found the fire. Proto-humans found it, and they took souls. They found souls in the flame. So could it be that they took those souls out and have now used it up? When Gwyn went back to link the fire, could he actually been putting some of his soul back into it? Because otherwise it would be just, yeah, it might be gone basically. They might have selfishly used up the flame.
I am. Is it? Are you ready? Then
I thought it was ears, or just kind of mouth tendrils. Alright, 4 kings down, still to go. Gravelord Nito, Seath the Scaleless, the Witch of Izalith. I think I know where to find some of those, but I will just check that the Ash Maiden has not been double murdered.
That you have agreed to link the fire. I thank you sincerely.
You do?
Finally, the curse of the undead will be lifted. And I can die human.
Ah,
I am powerless, but I will do all that I can.
well,
Please, save us all. Please.
I will. I will save everyone. Even if you perceive your own salvation to be death. The curse of the undead is destroying the world. I've heard of what happened to Boulder, for example. And certainly what's happened to Lordran. I don't really care about Anor Londo and its gods, but yeah.
Forgive me. I have been...
Yep. That is encouraging. In some ways, she's probably been driven basically insane by the life assigned to her. I mean, not crazy insane, but whoa. What I was going to say is she's not exactly perceiving events super rationally, and I think thinking of yourself as needing to die because you're impure sucks. It should not have been forced upon somebody. But in other ways, she's kind of the most normal person in the game. Estus Flask +3. I like this. And I'll continue liking it later.